Hello and welcome to TV Talks, the show where I take a look at both the good and the bad of what television has to offer. Today, Transformers, more than meets the eye. That wasn't correct, but here we go. Transformers. This is a franchise that I don't have too high of an interest in already, because, for every good thing that's in there, like Transformers Armada, there's a Transformers Cybertron, G1, or Michael Bay to come around and ruin it. So when a lot of people, especially one in particular, really suggested this series, not just for TV Talks, but just for something I would genuinely like, I was a bit skeptical because I can't really think of anything that good Transformers related aside from Transformers Armada, which is what I grew up with. So I was a bit wary to check this out because Transformers has a really interesting concept. Robots that turn into other things like vehicles or weapons. But the thing is, you can kind of tell this was a cartoon that was based around selling merchandising, all about the merchandising, hey, I tell ya, hey. Because that's all they really do, it's just good robots versus bad robots. They fight each other. Woo! Exciting. That's pretty much it. So, I checked this out. I didn't think it was going to be the same thing, because I knew this had a really strong following behind it, and lo and behold, I was definitely surprised. It was not like those old let's sell toys versions of Transformers. It's kind of like Transformers Armada in the sense where it takes this should-be-ridiculed cartoon and then puts it in a new direction. While I don't think it's as serial or serious as Transformers Armada would be, it definitely does hold your attention and definitely does do a good job with the premise. Speaking of the premise, what is the premise? Like you don't already know. It's the Autobots, the good guys fighting against the Decepticons, the bad guys, and that's pretty much it. They don't really take it beyond that, but the intricate parts within the episodes themselves are where it actually shines. Because they have ongoing story arcs and ongoing mini-plots, and the episodes themselves are not so episodic and are actually fairly continuity-driven and have some sort of drive to them. It certainly makes you care about the characters and situations more than just Autobots show up at a location where the Decepticons are. They fight, Decepticons retreat, rinse, repeat for 4,786 more episodes. It gives a lot more staying power and a lot more attention-grabbing abilities. Now let's talk about the animation. The animation, I'm not the biggest fan of some of the designs, but I do think they are pretty well animated and definitely help with the action. Because the action is kind of the central part of the show. And it really does do a good job of displaying all the impacts and hits. Kind of anything you'd want to see out of a good Transformers show. Plots are engaging, everything is all here. This isn't really the kind of show you can just sit down and binge watch, though. That does kind of take a little bit out of you in some aspects. But the people behind it very clearly put a lot of work into it, making sure it doesn't end up like all those other Transformers entities. Because this, like Armada, wants to take this franchise and put it in a new direction and put its own spin on it. While I don't think it works all the time, I definitely do acknowledge that it's certainly better than most of the other Transformers things we have gotten. I mean, I might be a little bit biased because I grew up with Transformers Armada when I was younger, so that's the kind of Transformers that I'm used to. So that was what I really liked. But this kind of does have a little bit of reminiscent aspects of it, so that's fine. But I need to put off the nostalgia goggles, and I need to take a look at the show itself and see how it actually holds up. Which, like I said, very well done. Has a lot of creative energy, has some really good story arcs, and also has pretty good fight scenes and animation. It's kind of hard to take a look at anything else because it's Transformers. It's kind of designed to be simplistic. So I would say that this show definitely is good and is worth watching, and so I give it the Archibald seal of approval. Now, am I going to continue watching it? Probably not. I got so many other shows I need to watch, and I've got so little time to watch them. And while this is good, it's not really my thing. It's like Steven Universe. I acknowledge it's good, but it's not something I'm going to go out of my way to watch. It's that kind of thing. But what do you guys think of Transformers Prime? Comment below, let me know, and well, I was going to say this is the end of Wishlist Week, but there's one more video I want to do. There was something suggested last year that I never got to do, and I really wanted to do it. So, tomorrow, we're going to do a review of